Hello everyone, and welcome back to the EnvisionPlay tutorial series. In the previous video, we created our first project and took a quick tour around the editor. In this video, we're going to learn how to add objects to a scene, move, rotate, and scale them, customize their properties, enable physics, and finally look at how to position and configure the camera. By the end of this tutorial, we'll have a simple scene with a ground plane and a box that falls under gravity. Let's get started. In our blank scene, you'll notice the toolbar on the left side of the editor. Hover over the icons until you find the Add Object button and click it. This opens the Add Object panel, which contains all the built-in objects currently available in EnvisionPlay. These objects are intended to help you quickly get started building your games. For this example, let's open the Basic Shapes category and select a plane. Simply click and drag the plane object into the scene, and when you're happy with its position, release the mouse button. A plane object has now been added to the scene. Next, let's drag a box object into the scene. Place it roughly in the center of the plane and release the mouse button. We now have two objects in our scene. Let's move the box. Click and drag the green arrow to move the object upwards. While dragging, you can hold the left control key to enable grid snapping. Grid snapping allows objects to move in fixed increments, making it easier to position things precisely. Move the box so that there is a noticeable space between it and the plane. Another way to move objects is by pressing the G key on the keyboard. This allows you to move the selected object freely across the horizontal plane. When you found a position you like, simply click the left mouse button to place the object. Besides using the gizmos, you can also modify objects through the Properties panel on the right side of the editor. Here, you can change the object's position, rotation, and scale values directly. This gives you precise control over your objects and is especially useful when you need exact values. Let's give our plane a more meaningful name. First, activate the selection tool by clicking the first icon on the toolbar. Now select the plane. In the Properties panel, click inside the name field and rename the object to ground. Next, scroll down until you find the Material section. Click the Color button next to the color property and choose a green color. Press OK. Our plane now represents the ground. Objects can also participate in the physics simulation. Scroll further down until you find the Physics section. Enable physics by checking the Enabled checkbox. For now, we'll leave all the settings at their default values. Now let's select the box again. You can use the Selection tool, or as a shortcut, simply hold left shift and click the object directly in the scene. With the box selected, scroll down to the Material section and click the Color property. Let's choose a blue color. Next, scroll down to the Physics section and enable Physics. This time, we'll assign a mass of 2. Objects with mass are affected by gravity and collisions, allowing them to move naturally inside the scene. Now let's see the physics simulation in action. At the top of the editor, you'll find the Play button. Click it to enter test mode. This launches the current scene and activates physics and any behavior graphs that have been created. Notice how the box falls onto the plane. When you're finished, simply stop the scene to return to edit mode. Next, let's look at camera movement. In edit mode, hold the right mouse button to rotate the view. Use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. The middle mouse button can be used to pan the camera. You can also move around using the familiar WASD keys. Position the camera so that both the plane and the box are visible from a different angle. If we press play now, you'll notice that the scene still starts with the original camera position. That's because we haven't saved the camera settings yet. Click the camera icon on the toolbar. The Camera Properties panel will appear. Here you can manually adjust the camera position, rotation, field of view, and projection type. Under the Settings section, click the Set Settings button. This stores the current camera position and orientation. Now press play again. This time, the scene starts with the camera exactly where we positioned it. And that's it for this tutorial. We've learned how to add objects, move them around, customize their properties, enable physics, and work with the camera. Remember to save your scene before closing the editor. In the next video, we'll continue exploring EnvisionPlay and begin building even more interesting scenes. Thanks for watching, and happy creating.